Aloha guys, it's Ali'i PukaEye. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how we did one of our masking transition videos. There were a lot of you who kind of asked, how did I do it? Who did it? Also, what kind of equipment do we use on our daily videos and vlogs? I'm going to teach you guys how to understand the masking process. For example, you can have a scene where I mask out this section here so that I could have myself pop out just like this. Hi there. Like so. The program that I use for all of our editings is just Final Cut Pro. I kind of just drew to this one because at one point my brother used to use it. It's a little bit easier to navigate when you're editing from iMovies to Final Cut Pro. Other programs such as Premiere, I know that one you can do a lot more cooler and easier animatings from what I understood, but I like Final Cut Pro. They kind of do almost the exact same, but Final Cut Pro, it does cost, and unlike Premiere, I believe you have to have like a monthly subscription. With Final Cut Pro, you can just buy the program outright. So yeah. If you saw the opening of this video, I'm going to show you guys the steps on how I mask that type of video. It's fairly easy if you already are familiar with just your program. I'm going to do it with Final Cut Pro. Now, please understand that my editing and my skill level, I'm still pretty new at this. It's one of those I kind of learned and figured it out. And I just wanted to try it out, so that's why it was a pitch to try and do that transition. I seen it in another video and I thought it would be pretty cute to incorporate the maternity side of it. So that was our maternity shoot, and that's this video here. If you guys want to see how I do all these other editings in our videos, please comment down below and let me know what you guys want to see, or if you guys see some of our other videos that you want to maybe get an idea of how we add that or how I did that. All of the videos that we do for our vlogs and our channel, I do the editing. Our equipment is not really all that fancy, to be honest, not at all. For example, this video that's taking all of this is actually just Samsung Galaxy S9. It's not even the newest one. My equipment's pretty outdated, if that doesn't tell you much. And I stuck with it because it actually still shoots in pretty good high quality footage. Please bear with me. This is our first tutorial video, and this is probably a new series that we're going to start kicking off. We want to consider this our way of sharing to any of you other vloggers or YouTube channels who are just starting. They're not sure how to use their software at its full potential or even half of its potential. And that's what we want to do with this new series, is we want to be able to kind of show you guys how we did some of these edits and some of these videos. To start us off, several things we're going to cover. One is the equipment for that type of transition video. 2 is the setting, and that's probably very important. 3, in my case, it would be the program or the software that we use. And 4 would be presenting the final result. Let's get started. I mentioned the equipment. The equipment that I use for this video is my own personal phone. It's the Samsung Galaxy S9. I also use, this is a pretty important part when you're doing these kind of masking transitions, is when you have it on a tripod. And that's literally it, the camera and the tripod. Second thing, the setting. Keep in mind, when you go to a setting such as outdoors like this, you can't exactly control the outdoor environment, meaning lighting. You may not be able to notice it now. That's where it comes with a little bit of color and lighting adjustment, and I'll kind of show you guys just a little bit on how I did that, but I could also post another video on adjusting lightings and your video clips color presets. Nothing fancy. If you guys want to see me do that, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know. With the setting, wherever you set up your tripod, it has to stay in the same spot. So you don't shoot this first scene where you see us walking in front of the coconut tree and then cut and then you move your tripod. So that's that's the whole object of making sure it's easier for you when you go into the editing process. Now, obviously, we each have 2 wardrobe changes. And that one, she's wearing her coconut hat, and then she transitions right over to the blue dress. What I had to make sure that we took into consideration on that set is make sure you try and walk in the same footsteps. When you change into your transition clothing, make sure you try your best to walk in the same footsteps. Now also the speed, that's something that you can play with. And when we go into the Final Cut Pro, I will show you guys where we can do that. So now you got your clips. So you go ahead and drop that onto your Final Cut Pro. Now I always like to put create new event and just kind of give it a simple title. And we'll title this one Masking Tutorial. And then you go ahead and select your settings that you want your video to be presented as. So you go ahead and drop that there. Add in all your other ones. Now what you're going to do here, this is the part where you begin the masking process. All you're going to do for the masking, you just go over to this right hand side here and you have effects. So you got video, that's all of them right here. And then you go all the way down and then it'll separate into audio. But we're not going to deal with that. We'll probably do another tutorial on that, on how I use all the audio effects. But we'll go up right to mask. And you can see there's between looks, nostalgia, right there, mask. And it's very easy if you have something like pretty vertical. It's easier for you to just use the shape mask. So you see there, once you kind of click on it, what it does is it masks everything outside out. You can also change it to where you invert it. But I'm just going to show you guys how we simply mask out one video and the other video. So we'll split that one here. That's just about where she walks off the screen. Split that one there. So you want to see her walking to the coconut tree. So right up to the coconut tree is pretty much where you're going to mask. You see how it has like the inner rectangle there and then that outer one? What you're going to do to take that off, you go here and it is the feather. So it's easier if you just click it, type in 0, and you see how it goes off. So now it's not there. What the feather is going to do though, it kind of just fades into the other mask or into the other clip that's behind it or above it, however you set it. And then you can adjust the curvature, make it a little bit more square. So you just go all the way down to 0. And then you just kind of stretch it out. It doesn't really matter what's masked off screen. And then you're gonna just set this edge here pretty much right split of the coconut tree. Now this is why the shape mask won't really work in some cases, because you see how it kind of cuts the coconut tree, it's crooked. So what you would have to do is you would just use a draw mask, and that's this one here. So to take off the shape mask, you just go up here and you just delete that. You click delete. Now the mask is gone. So you take the draw mask, you drop it on the first one there, and then you're literally just going to click off screen first, or on screen, whatever, but pretty much you're masking everything on one half. Yeah. So you click a point here, off screen, here, off screen, here, off screen. Now here, this is the part where it kind of helps if you can mask it perfectly to the angle of the coconut tree. And I clicked it a little bit, not straight down, but just a little bit off to the right about there. And then you connect it right back to the beginning. So there, you see how more of an angle now. With the draw mask, you can literally draw around me, for example. And then you're going to take the other clip. And this is the part where you have to put it under. So you can already see how the first half of the video, the first half is already filled because of the second clip that's underneath. So you play that. There. And there. That's pretty much how we did the masking transition. It's really simple. I wanted to be able to start this tutorial and specifically show you guys how we did this one. Of course, there are a lot more fun, cool editing tools that you can do with the masking. Like I mentioned earlier, how you can mask out certain parts. But you got to remember, when you do those kind of maskings, make sure that the background is not moving. You know, so for example, if you're in a room somewhere and you have a fan, turn off the fan, because the fan's gonna keep blowing this. And if you're trying to mask out here, it's gonna look weird because the timing is not moving at the same speed. Yeah, that's how we did the masking transition for our maternity video. If you guys like what I did here, if you guys like this tutorial, if you guys want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Let us know in the comment. Share it with some friends who probably ask if you know anything about how to mask videos or anything like that. Do keep in mind that this one was for Final Cut Pro, but Premiere, you can also do the same. It's just under masking. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Hope this video was a lot of help to any of you new video editors or YouTube channels or vlogs or anything like that, and hope that this tutorial will kind of help expand your creativity for your content, for your YouTube channel, or even Instagram or social media or anything like that. If you guys do have any questions, please let us know. We'll definitely be coming out with more of these tutorial videos. Let us know what you guys want to see. And at the same time, we're also still going to be coming out with our adventures and our different vlogs that we do every time. Stay tuned. We are going to be going to a pumpkin patch, and that'll be coming up in our next video. And maybe after the pumpkin patch video, probably we'll come out with another tutorial video. I don't know, we'll see. Was thinking one of these tutorial videos a month, but if you guys like it so much, we get a good feedback, we can probably come out with 2, or maybe one at the beginning of the month and then one halfway through the month. But you let us know what you guys want to see. Once again, thank you guys so much. See you guys next week. Aloha.